All right, friends, I want to show you my markers. Raise your hand if you like markers. I love to use markers, but markers are so very special. We need to take extra, very good care of them. So I have some of my markers here for you to look at. And I want you to tell me what you think. What do you think of this marker right here? Something is missing. Should we test it out? Oh man, that one doesn't work very well. It doesn't have a cap on it. Look at how that got all dried out. Yuck. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, I've got this marker here. Look at that cap. Not on there very well. Let's check it out. It works, but not very good. Better than that one, though. Okay, let's check this marker. Well, this is kind of funky. It's a blue marker with a gray cap. Is that okay? Well, maybe if I can't find the right marker cap, I could put it on there. All right, let's test this one out and see if it works. Ooh, that one works. Okay, so at least the cap kept it good. Ooh, look at this one. It's a blue marker with a blue cap. Look at how nice it colors. Okay, we got to keep our markers nice and juicy. All right, so let's talk about how to keep our markers nice and juicy. This says keep them juicy. Can everybody say juicy? All right, so I got my markers. I'm going to go back to that blue marker I have, and I'm going to inspect what's going on here. So I've got the marker, and here's the cap. Okay, and when I take the cap off, did you hear that? I'm going to put it on the back, like that. Okay, everybody pretend you have a marker right now. Okay, take off the cap and put it on the back. Let's try it one more time. Take off the cap, put it on the back. All right, so take a look at this juicy, can everybody say juicy, marker tip. It's got kind of a triangle point there, so that part is very pointy and this edge is smooth. So I can draw with it like this, and I can draw with it like that, but I want it to be nice and juicy. Can everybody say juicy? Okay, so what do I have to do to keep it juicy? I gotta take the cap and put it back on. Everybody listen. Snap. If you don't hear the snap, do it again. Okay, let's try it again. Take your pretend marker. Take it off. Snap. Okay, because that is going to keep it all juicy. All right? So the other cool thing that my markers can do is they can make thick and thin lines. So I'm going to take this new color. What color is it? Pink. And I'm going to take the cap and I'm going to put it on the back. And there's the nice marker tip. Now, if I use the side of the marker, I can make a thick line. So let's try that right now. So I'm going to put the marker kind of down a little bit and use the edge of it. Okay, and I can draw really thick lines. So I'm kind of holding my marker like this as I draw. If I want to do a thin line, I'm just going to use the teeny tiny tip. Okay, and I'm going to draw more straight up and down, but I'm going to do it gentle. See how thin those lines are when I use the tip of the marker? Okay, now I really want to keep my markers with that tip so I can draw nice thin lines when I want to. So What would happen if I went like this? Dot, 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 dot. It would ruin my markers, and this would get all smashed down. Okay, I am going to do it with one of my old markers to show you right now. So before I do that, I want to keep this juicy. So I'm going to put the cap back on, snap, and I'm going to take one of my old markers that I don't care about anymore anyway, and I want to show you what happens when we do that. Look at what happened to the tip. That is not good. I can't use this like that anymore. It won't make thick and thin lines. Well, don't do that. This one was a bad marker anyway, so I just wanted to show you what would happen. Now, if you want to make little thin dots, you can do it. This is how we do it. Put the cap on the back, and if I want to make those thin dots and I want to keep this a nice tip, I can just go dot, 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 dot. I'm so gentle. It's just like a poke, 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 poke. And look at how my marker stayed. Let's compare it to that other bad one. Oh my goodness, look at the difference between these. Yikes. Something else that's really important to remember about our markers are for paper. Oh my goodness, but they look so much fun. I really, really would love to draw some tattoos on my hands because, like, you know, my hands are kind of boring and it'd be really fun to make them interesting. Well, I'm kind of like you two. I think that would be beautiful. But you know what? When we draw on our hands, there's something about our skin that's different than the paper. Our skin has oils in it. We all have it, and when we draw on those oils on our skin, it ruins our markers. Now, when you are an artist, it sometimes happens that you might get a little bit of marker on your hands. That happens. That's what an artist hand looks like. It just happens sometimes, and we wash our hands a lot, so it'll come off. But if I have markers all over my hands, that doesn't really look like an artist. That looks like I was just goofing around and making tattoos. Okay, so if you want your markers to last a long time, draw on the paper. Markers are for paper. Markers are for paper. But how about my desk? Oh my goodness, this would be really cool because this is kind of boring looking and I would like to jazz it up a little bit with some markers. If I do that though, I'm going to get markers all over my hands and my books, and poor Mr. Jim is going to have to come and scrub our desks. So markers are for paper. If I accidentally am coloring, oh, I got to put my marker on the back, right? If I'm coloring and a tiny bit goes there, that's different, okay? So sometimes as an artist, we have a little tiny drop, a little accident or something, and that's okay. We'll just wipe that up later. But if we're coloring over here on purpose, no, we're too big for that because markers are for paper. All right, I'm done, so I gotta put the cap on the back, put it back on, snap. Now this marker is gonna stay nice and juicy. Okay, now I need your help. You need to help me. Tell me what is wrong, all right? So I'm gonna color. Gonna color up, gonna throw some on the ground there. Oh well. And I'm gonna color. Okay, need a new color. And I'm gonna do that. Yeah. And I do that. Okay, and I'm gonna do this. Put some dots in there. Yeah, do that. And I'm gonna color over here. Oh, I gotta hold this marker. I don't know where to put it because my hands are full. I'll just put it in my mouth. That's okay. I'll have it in my mouth, right? Are you okay? Yeah, I'll just call it like that. Suck on it. I'll suck on your marker a little bit. Get it nice and juicy, and then I'm gonna put it right here. Yeah. Okay. What's wrong? All right, now that we know how to take very good care of our markers, let's find out about today's project.